WRTR Real Talk Radio. Featured guest DJs. Original shows. Music news. The hottest DJs from around the world.
Well, it's been a week, but we back. And welcoming you all back to a new week here on WRTR Real Talk Radio. Thanks for coming back.
Indeed. Hey, guys.
Hey, my name is Marcus Smooth.
My name is Miss Lyric Bravado.
How you feeling, Miss Lyric?
I'm good.
You look well, melon and popping.
Thank you. I dyed my wig.
I see. That is a new look. What color is that?
It's like an auburn red. Like...
Right.
You
better do it. Work.
Yeah. How was your week? How you feeling?
Mood. Let's see. Well, I don't know how I feel. See, I was feeling even, but then, I turned on CNBC and they on there right now discussing UFOs in Congress. Do you see this shit? Right now.
I did catch some.
Like real life UFOs.
Yep.
Can okay.
I put a picture of an alien on my Facebook.
I can't stand you.
Yesterday, because that was all up and down my timeline. Everybody's talking about they want to smoke Zai with the aliens, and I wonder what the aliens look like. I'm gonna make one of the aliens my baby father. All types of wild shit. Like, y'all are crazy.
Yeah. And see, that's probably why they don't want us to know. But it's like they're not really they're really talking to Congress right now, going. So I don't want to say there ain't aliens, but I don't want to say there are. So like, what? Like, give me something. All right, but no,
I don't want no parts. Okay, I done seen way too many sci-fi movies to know. You're supposed to run the other way.
Hold on, what if the D is like really good? It's like the alien D.
Nah, I'm good on all that. Put me in a bunker, baby. I don't want no parts. I'm telling you. Hell no.
All right, so professionally, my mood would be okay. So I don't like microaggressions, especially at work and at workplaces. And one of my supervisors does this weird thing. He does microaggressions all the time, but like his microaggressions became like a real, like, just blatant shit. Like so yeah, it is like, so on, let's say the digital sales board for the salespeople that we work with, he put up there number of times. I'm sorry, he has like a counter, and at the top of the counter it says, how long it's been since the last mistake, and he has like a ticker, so he has it running throughout the day. So eventually, it's like, oh well, every time that somebody makes a mistake, we're gonna reset this and redo it. And it's like, so why are we like, what was the plan for this to work? Because I sent him an issue, then he was like, restart the clock. This is, again, not my issue. My job is to make sure that other people don't make mistakes. But as I'm sending him, he's like, well, I guess I should just forget about the counter. Well, what was the plan, dude? Like, I mean, are you expecting people to look up there and go, I guess I feel bad for being the one that made a mistake? Like, what is plan?
He got beat up in school a lot, damn it.
You can tell.
See, people like that who gotta go like that extra mile of being an asshole.
Yeah,
their ass whooped a lot in school.
Because I felt like, I was looking at it, like, I felt like at first, of course, I laughed, but then I felt like, okay, you're sitting here and you're doing all of this for what reason? Because it's not like it's going to inspire people to do better. Like, if your team is making that many mistakes to where you need a counter, then something should be addressed about your style of management, don't you think?
Right.
Like that is reflective
here.
that's reflective of you and your team. If you got to do this, that, and third to track how many mistakes that everybody's making, some thug, get it all the way together.
Right. How about do some retraining with the people that you're responsible for? That's
You can do that. I mean, it's right there. You can do that. Or you could sit here and send nasty grams all day. Right. You could sit here and do, like, it's shit like that. Personally, I would say that I'm good. I'm reflective because of therapy. I'm telling you, Black therapists, shout out to y'all. It's so much easier to pick apart an issue and dissect that bitch when you don't have to stop every time to talk to explain something to someone, or be like, something that's within the Black community, or something that you don't have to deal with, or just the overall bullshit that we have to deal with right now. Political tone and everything going on. It's shout out to y'all. Y'all are the real MVPs and continue to be for the next however long we on this bitch.
Well, I gotta find me another one.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened?
Nothing. That's the problem.
Oh.
She been skipping out on our sessions and stuff, and I haven't had a session in a minute. So I'm like,
she been skipping?
Yeah, she been skipping. I'm like, y'all need to get it together.
Yeah, usually it's the other way around. It's usually like our asses talk about girl.
I'm very prompt with my appointments and how I like to keep my schedule, and what I say I'm going to do, I do it. But come on now, like every time I have an appointment, oh, you got to reschedule. You got to, oh, she's out of the office. Something happened. She had to leave. This, that, and the third. I'm like, it's too much. So I'm about to find me somebody else because.
Okay. Who do you want to be when you grow up?
Well, not my therapist.
No, she needed
that's for sure. Excuse me.
Just saying.
But I do want to be like Dr. Trisha Bailey.
Who's she?
She is a Jamaican-born and American-residing founder and CEO of the renowned Bailey's Pharmacy and Medical Supplies and Equipment. She is the richest Jamaican-born woman.
Yes, work.
Net worth is $700 million big dollars, baby.
Can I borrow 20? I'm
Right.
just saying.
She is a former star athlete for the University of Connecticut. Despite experiencing the many obstacles, trauma, and challenges many young Black women face, including poverty, abuse, and domestic violence, she opened up her own business and never looked back. And I love that for her.
So do I.
She also has a book on Amazon.
Nice.
It's entitled Unbroken, The Triumphant Story of a Woman's Journey. So if you guys want to check that out, look on Amazon. Black Friday sales.
Work.
Yeah.
Oh, when I grow up, I want to be like VP Harris, because the woman, she is a Black man. Looking at her, I see a powerful role model. Like, and I mean, I have them as a Black man, but just to see a Black woman, it's especially a different kind of a tone for me. I see a powerful role model. She's resilient. She's intelligent. She has like this trailblazing spirit. She's not just the first woman of color to be a VP, but she's a testament to breaking barriers and shattering ceilings in a world that often tries to limit us, especially women.
Yep.
Yeah. So
love that.
As do I. From her roots. You always hear her talk about her roots. You always hear her talk about her upbringing. It's astonishing to watch, and I love that she took both an emotional and a professional from this election, and I admire that she still hasn't let that stop her. She's still out here in the community making things happen, and that in and of itself gives me a little bit more motivation to continue on, even though we all kind of feel this even tone of defeated right now. But yeah, shout out to you.
Just don't be washing no more collard greens in the bathtub.
Oh my God. Oh my God. But did you know
Baby, we don't do that. We don't do that.
We don't. Apparently people do. And I've seen videos. I even reposted this video of somebody doing this. What is wrong?
I do not know where that came from. My granny ain't do that. My nana ain't do that. None of my great aunties that I know of has ever done that. Where y'all getting this from?
And can you, I can't even imagine this conversation in a black household. Mama,
you put your ass in the tub. Why are you washing your food in it?
Right. Baby, don't take no shower yet. I got the greens in there marinating.
Well, I can't. You just saying that out loud, it just, no. I don't want nothing.
Hate it. We hate it. All right, so you ready for the letters up next? I got two really juicy ones, and we may have taken a week off, but y'all have not.
Absolutely have not.
If it were lyric up next, we'll be right back.
I'm finna go to jail, and I'll tell you why I'm finna go to jail. I was just inside Walmart. Fucking Walmart, and this wonderful sweet lady was working, and she was shutting down all of the self-checkouts. And the reason why she was shutting down all the self-checkouts, now mind you, I'm on a self-checkout, ringing out my stuff. And I looked at her and I said, sweetie, I'm almost done. She said, honey, take your time. She said, I'm just not going to deal with this disrespect anymore. So I kind of looked at her. She's a sweet older black woman. And I kind of looked at her and I said, what's going on? And she said, with tears in her fucking eyes, she told me that this woman was ringing up her stuff. And you know how sometimes when you ring up too fast, you get that little need attendant type shit that pops up on the self-scan shit. Well, apparently this woman did not come over fast enough. The attendant, she did not come over fast enough. And this fucking woman said, hurry the fuck up, you black bitch. That's why you're about to be back in the field. These fucking people are getting too emboldened after Tuesday. Not only that, she told the woman she was going to be waiting outside for her to get off work. Now, mind you, this woman gets off in about 5 fucking minutes. So I am sitting my happy ass right the fuck outside waiting. Because so help me God, if that sweet woman does not make it to her fucking car safely in one fucking piece, I will be on the 7 o'clock news. Now, I asked her if she wanted me to walk her to her car. I said, I have no problem walking you to your car, sweetheart. I said, because please let a bitch try. Let a bitch try. She said no, she could take it. She said no, she could handle herself, and that, you know, her son was just killed recently, and she has a lot of resilience and a lot of strength. Well, so the fuck do I. I'm waiting. I'm just watching the door, waiting for her to leave work. She gets off, she said, in about 5 minutes. I'm waiting. Because I fucking swear for God. Y'all don't fucking understand how emboldened these bitches have gotten after this fucking election. And I understand. No, I don't. I'm not even going to say I understand people have difference of opinions. Because when the difference of opinions come at the fucking... I can't even talk. I'm so fucking mad. This is what y'all voted for. This fucking hate is what y'all voted for, and I fucking hope y'all are fucking happy. I didn't have a good enough view, so I'm standing outside. I'm standing outside by both doors so I can make sure I see this woman safely to her car. Just waiting. Just fucking waiting.
Maybe not what you should do, but definitely she would if it were lyric.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, Miss Lyric, and I'm back with my segment, If It Were Lyric, where I discuss your relationships, situationships, friendships, and everything else in between, and give my 2 cents about it. If you guys want to continue to send me your advice questions, please send them to my email at lyricbravado@gmail.com. So sorry, I am no longer going to be accepting any DMs on my social media platforms, but you all can send them to my Gmail and I'll be more than happy to address them. Now let's get started, shall we?
We shall. So, like I said, they have been busy. This one, a subject line says, "Help, my secret's out, and my man's about to leave."
Uh-oh.
All right. Hey, Lyric. I hope you're ready for a wild ride because I know y'all gonna clown me, but I need to know what you would do. So here's the scoop. Lady in my late 20s, and I've been having a blast with my man. We've got this super spicy thing going on. Let's just say I'm a fan of licking his ass during our intimate moments. No, I don't want to hear your judgment. Yeah, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but hey, different strokes for different folks, right? That's what y'all say. Well, in a moment of not so great judgment, I shared this little tidbit with a couple of my friends, thinking it was just girl talk. Fast forward up to now, and somehow everybody knows, including him. And let me tell you, his reaction was like I just told him I was planning to run for president on Ass Lickers Unite. He has been acting all weird and distant, and I can practically feel him trying to ghost me like I'm a bad Tinder date. So here I am reaching out to you because I know you've got the wit and wisdom to help a girl out. If you were in my shoes, what would you do? Should I call him up and say, "Hey babe, didn't mean for my ass licking hobby to go viral," or should I just stew in his embarrassment? I really don't want to lose him over something that was meant to be fun and private. Help a girl out, Lyric. I need your advice before I end up on the next episode of Worst Breakup Ever Stories. XOXO, Nia.
First of all, that's what you get for opening your mouth to people who you don't know that you could trust. Like, if that's not bestie that'll hold it down until the day you died in that casket and still hold that secret, you don't tell everybody your business.
Wow.
Because certain people cannot be trusted.
They cannot.
At all. At
They
all.
cannot.
You tell them one thing and their mouth overflows like water. No.
Like his booty was doing.
Hopefully.
And now everybody know.
Now I know. You done told me. And so everybody
waterfalls.
But yeah, I hope this is a lesson learned to like stop oversharing everything all the time. Some things are meant to just keep within your relationship. You don't have to tell everybody your bedroom business. You want to share something, share how he's treating you, share what nice event y'all both went to and stuff like that. Like sharing what goes on behind closed doors, for one, it opens you up to a lot of suspect activities where you have friends wanting to know more about your man because you done said how good his D is and all of that stuff and what type of freaky shit y'all got going on. And now they curious. They want to know. They want to test out the waters. No.
Lyric, I don't think nobody was about to get the butt licking girls, man.
Listen,
you know how people are.
I'm just giving an example of what happens when you overshare.
I'm playing, y'all.
Relationship stuff.
Y'all know we don't shame.
With the bedroom. Like, no, keep that to yourself. Talk amongst you and your man or whoever that you're with and leave it at that. Hope this is a lesson learned. As far as what to do with him, you need to apologize because you had no business running your mouth in the first place. I don't know if he'll be open to accepting your apology, but at least put it out there. And don't just apologize, put it out there. Assly. Pun intended. But if you're going to do it,
no, I'm kidding.
See what I did there again? If you're going to do it, mean it. And hopefully y'all can have a conversation where you can assure him that you learned your lesson and you'll never do it again. And y'all can commence the butt licking activities.
Go off.
More.
Go off, sis.
And
all right.
Nice.
All right. This one, subject needs some advice. All right. Hey, Lyric. Hey, y'all. I've been looking for a podcast or advice column to send this bullshit to because I don't have the money or time for therapy. So here's the tea. I'm a non-binary bad bitch that pays my own bills and hustles hard. I work part-time as a process server. You know, the folks who deliver legal papers.
Mm-hmm.
And I recently had to deliver some child support lawsuit papers to my friend's cousin. And here's the kicker. I didn't know the cousin's actual name. I only knew him by his nickname. We'll just call him Lil J. I thought I was just doing my job, but little did I know this would cause some serious drama in my social circle. When I handed over the papers, things got awkward real quick. Lil J didn't realize who I was and thought that I was just some random person bringing him bad news. Now he's upset, and it turns out he's told the whole family that I'm, quote, messing with his business. This has spiraled into a whole situation where my bestie is now caught in the middle, and it's making everything so uncomfortable. To make matters worse, my bestie has been doing the most lately. She's been avoiding me at get-togethers, acting all weird when I show up, and even tried to convince the group to, quote, take a break from hanging out with me until things, quote, cool down. She keeps saying I should have done more research before delivering those papers, but honestly, I didn't think it would blow up like this. Now I'm feeling some type of way about it all. I don't want to lose my friendships over a job, but I also don't want to be the one everybody's side-eyeing at the next cookout. What would you do in my shoes? How can I smooth things over with Lil J and my bestie without adding more fuel to the fire? Thanks a million for your help. I'm sure you'll have more solid advice to help me navigate this mess. Much love, Carrie.
Girl, what I want to say is fuck that girl. You did your job. Like, what the hell? That's how you pay your rent. That's how you are able to survive out here. And it's hard out here. Like, not everybody can say that they got employment. So what's that all about? It's not like you were trying to be messy and you volunteered. Let me go do this real quick to like wreak havoc. You are employed. That is your job to do that. And it is not your job to research whose papers and this, that, and the third. No, you're supposed to hand deliver certain paperwork to people, and that's that. Yeah. Like, and for the friend to like not understand that is a little weird to me. Like,
yeah, the cousin is doing the most because I mean, it's not like she drew up the papers. It's not like Terry drew up the papers themselves and was like, hey girl, so you go. Like, you obviously you have your own separate situation outside.
Right. It's a lot of misplaced anger.
It is. There you go.
Let's start there, because first of all, why are you getting child support papers?
Mm-hmm.
That's something that you need to address with the mother of your child or children. Not the person who delivered the papers. That's just a cop out. Don't let them use you as no damn scapegoat, because that's what they doing. And the friend who's like being weird and acting like the whole friend circle needs to avoid you now and take a break from you. Bye. Because those are not the type of people that you need to be around. If the first time something happens, you're not met with understanding and you're not giving grace about something that you had no control over, you don't need those type of friends that way.
I don't think Terry did anything wrong, honestly.
Who?
I say I don't think Terry did anything wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you were just doing the job, you know.
They were just doing
the job.
Job.
Yep.
There's a lot of rough jobs that people, have to unfortunately have that other people don't like. But it's a job. Are they going to help you try to find something else? Are they going to pay your rent? Are they going to pay your car note? Are they going to make sure that you eat every day? No. No. When it all boils down to it, no. They're acting childish. Let them be childish over there, and you continue on doing what you know you need to do for yourself.
There you go.
That's what I would do. Period. And now for the final one. This one wants to be anonymous. So, okay. All right. It says, hey, Lyric, can you please help me with this Thanksgiving disaster?
Oh, hell.
I made plans to spend Thanksgiving with my boyfriend and his parents a month ago. Yesterday, he told me his parents invited his ex-girlfriend to the Thanksgiving dinner. The ex and the mom are really close. The ex is going through a hard time with her family. Do I ditch to avoid awkwardness and the possibility that I won't have a nice, relaxing holiday? Or do I go and be pleasant, mature, and accepting? I realize that the ex's issues are bigger than me wanting to have an enjoyable Thanksgiving dinner. And we've been together for 7 months. I was looking forward to spending our first big holiday together. Now I'm not so excited. What should I do? The drama.
Wow.
I'll tell you what I would do if it was me. Hair whipped, face beat, fly. I'm going.
Why?
I'm going. Because first of all, a lot of y'all, it depends on what you're dating and your end goal is. If you're just casually dating, which it doesn't sound like y'all are doing, then girl, stay home. Go somewhere else. Have a Friendsgiving at your house. But if you're dating with the intent of marriage, I'm going. Fuck you mean? I'm putting on me a cute little outfit, pulling something together. Yeah, I'm going to be stunting the entire night.
All right.
And I'm going to bring a gift. Because that's the type of Cheyenne. How you doing? Nice to meet you. My name is Nia. Yeah, I'm doing all of that. I'm going to bring the shady ass mama some flowers, bottle of wine. Yeah.
That's why you're rig, crooked.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Girl, pull up.
Oh, no.
Pull up. Unless you are very uncomfortable about the situation. Because honestly, it can be a lose-lose situation. If you tell your boyfriend, oh, that's not cool, blah, 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 this, that, and the third, and he try to talk to his mom, she might look at you different. It's just weird. It's too many variables. So me being me, girl, I'm going. Period. Be nice and polite. And you might be able to find some extra tea.
Okay.
And if you don't like family or, at least you'll know. But I'm meeting everybody. Hey, how you doing? Hi, Grandma. Oh, she's sleeping in a chair. Okay, nice.
Not she sleep in the chair.
I mean,
they don't move,
How y'all doing? Oh, y'all about to go take a smoke break? Bet. Yeah, I'm pulling up. I'm going.
Wait, why aren't they having to get up?
Because that's what the cousins do at Thanksgiving. Did you not know that?
They
all have
See, that's why y'all grandmas be having humpbacks.
They all meet up after they eat or before they eat, and they go take a walk outside. That walk outside includes smoking. If you did not know, now you know. Yeah. That's what I would do, girl. I sure would. And if you don't think that you are a fit in his family or whatever, just keep that in the back of your mind and see how things play out. Because, like I said, if y'all are dating with the intent of getting married, which not a lot of y'all doing nowadays, but if that's what y'all doing, you get a look at what his family is like. So look at it like that. Because at the end of the day, he might have a cousin that you don't like, or auntie that looks you up and down and says, you just got to figure it out.
There you go. Yay, we help people.
I have this week. Like I said, don't DM me. But email me, lyricbravado@gmail.com. I'll be more than happy to read your stories. Until next time. Bye.
All right, up next, Trolling the Timeline. We'll be right back.
I just want to say thank you. Thank you to the Black women in this country. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that we failed you. You never fail to show up to save people. And They don't listen. They don't listen. They take your support for granted. I want you to know that I appreciate you. And I will always stand with you.
Time to troll.
All right, Blacks, we back. And let's kick this thing off right. Trolling the timeline. Tyson versus Paul, Miss Leary. Now, I know we were all seated in front of that TV as it was buffering over and over and over and over. Netflix, get together. What you think?
First of all, Netflix is trifling as shit because I missed that second round, and I heard he actually slid him a little bit.
Oh.
But that was the reason why he was biting that glove, because he really wanted to punish him, but he knew he couldn't because he wouldn't have got that money that he got. Yeah,
I don't know. I thought that the glove biting, according to the interviews, they were saying that the glove biting thing was a Tyson staple, and I can remember him doing that. As I think back to his fights and stuff, I remember him chewing on gloves and stuff, and I guess I never really paid attention to it until I was, on social media and people were talking about it. But that was a mess. Like, first off, we all knew it was exhibitionist.
Of course.
It was a whole ass commercial from start to finish, from the people that they chose to talk to all the way down to everything. And this is just setting them up. I think there's like a dry run for them, to be honest with you, because they're supposed to be streaming the game on Christmas Day.
Oh, okay.
And Beyonce is gonna be there and all this other stuff. So, okay.
I just want to say, let's be clear, 58 or not, if it wasn't about a bag, Tyson would have knocked that boy's block off. Let's be real.
Oh, I'm not saying that he ain't
heard a
still
lot of
Iron
people chitter-chattering, talking about he's old now and this, that, and the third. Y'all got to look at the big picture, though. $20 million? Yeah, I'm going to act old, too. Shit. You lucky I don't wobble in that joint with a cane. I'm going to act real old for $20 million. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all thought this was for real. No, it was for a bag, and a lot of people don't realize that. Especially like a lot of young people, y'all really don't know who Mike Tyson is and his legacy.
Right.
Like, do your research before you comment on social media. Please.
Well, here's the thing. With Mike Tyson, I understand that was boxing. That was probably the only sport that I even liked growing up, and for all the wrong reasons. But just to watch Mike growing up, Mike has done a lot of growing, and I think a lot of people had this misconception, and they were looking for that old nigga. He ain't here no more. He's not here. So I don't know. Whatever. Speaking of, I don't know. I'm not even gonna try. But Meek Mill,
Bye.
He, I take it you're unhappy. I take it you're unhappy.
Oh, I don't want to do it.
All right. So for those of y'all that don't know, Meek Mill jumped on Twitter to wish Diddy well while he's sitting in jail. And honestly, it's kind of wild. Yeah, we want to see our people. I bet he did. We see it differently than everybody else. There you go. Already. We see it differently than everybody else does. But so maybe for him, he wants to see his people do better. But this is just a classic case of people sticking together even when they shouldn't. This is just a classic case. Do you really want to be the person? Oh, Diddy, I wish you well. Hope everything's okay.
Of course.
Bestie. You want to be that person?
You gotta say that. Oh, I'm sorry. Allegedly.
There y'all go. Speaking of porn, did you hear about the Wicked Dolls?
No.
So All right, these toys, you know that the Wicked movie that's coming out or came out.
With Ariana Grande?
Yeah.
I heard about it.
Well, they have, of course, dolls, a whole doll line that came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So these dolls were supposed to be the next big thing. Cute little dolls, all the rage. Here's the kicker. Somebody messed up and printed a link to a porn site right on the box.
You are lying.
So imagine parents opening up a gift for their kids, all excited, only to be hit with, wait, what's this? And then the link was right there in plain sight. And you know kids are curious. They're going to be like, Mom, what's this website? Like, what? So now the Wicked dolls are not just dolls, they're infamous. But it's a lesson for everybody. Like, proofread your shit before you put it out there. People, seriously, a porn site?
Recall. Ricola. Damn, that's wild.
What else
That's
happened
crazy.
in this world? What do
Crazy.
you? What you got on your list? Anything interesting happened this week?
Let's see. Prayers up to Jay Leno.
I saw
apparently-
that.
He pulled a
Baby,
Jack in jail and fell down a hill and fucked his ass up.
that shit looks violent.
Yeah.
I think he may have been like one of the MAGAs, and somebody probably mollywopped his dumb ass.
So
Cause that
his
looked violent.
entire side of his face is bruised. He was wearing an eye patch. He broke his wrist and also has lost a fingernail. This comes after 2 years after he suffered severe burns that required for him to get skin grafts.
Not I broke a nail.
He needs a handler at this point, because why are you doing this? Why is this happening? Like, I just, But the fact that he was still able to do his show, kudos to him, because I would have canceled everything. Fuck you, Lee. My whole face all fucked up. No thank
His whole face looks like I thought, who hit Jay Leno? Because that's one of the
Right.
few white names I know, and can match up with a face. But yeah, woo. Speaking of old people that need to sit down, did you hear Trump just nominated Linda McMahon as the co-founder actually of WWE to be the education secretary. Like, what? Education secretary?
Listen.
Don't get me wrong, Linda, she's got hustle and she's business savvy. I mean, she ran a major wrestling empire, but education secretary? Really? That's like putting a wrestler in charge of a library. Like, what are you doing? I wonder how that's going to play out when it comes to, like, shaping policy for your baby education and shit. This ain't no wrestling ring. You just throw folks around, call it a day. We got children, quality.
Congratulations, America. You played yourself.
Goddamn referee walking around the classroom and shit. Like, what is happening? This feels like all of this shit feels so PR stuntish. Like, I feel like this is a storyline for a very, very awful reality show. This is awful. Cancel this shit.
Speaking of reality show shit, Lisa Ray has recently been in the news from her detailing what happened between her and her former professional home wrecking friend, Nicole Murphy, who was sleeping with her husband. Wow. And she said she almost tore her ass up for it. She got on Carlos King's podcast and opened up about learning that her former friend, Nicole Murphy, was having an affair with her then husband, and says that she tried calling Nicole to confront her, but Nicole stopped answering her calls. So the next best thing for her to do was send proof to Nicole's then fiance, Michael motherfucking Strahan. Boom.
Wow.
Child. When I say I gagged reading this and looking at that, I was like, the first thing that came to my mind was her line in the Players Club. Everybody out the dressing room, please.
Oh no! Listen, you really don't. You don't hear about her. About
She was mad, and you can tell. Like, it's sad though, because when you hear people talking about things and they're not over it, you can read it on their face, and you can tell that this is one of the things that really like hurt her, because she's still affected by it. Like, you could tell, you could hear it in her voice, and you could see it on her face. Like, she still carries some anger about this. And I feel like if she ever saw Nicole Murphy in person, it would be on site. On site. Just for,
wow.
Because you played with me. But, okay, Miss Chicago.
Oh, okay. Well, speaking of scandalous celebrity stories, Quincy and Christian Combs hit the author with a cease and desist for writing the tell-all book on behalf of Kim Porter. Says he has 5 days to sell.
Child, but come on now.
These brothers out here.
They tried to say there was no book, there was no diary, there was nothing, which could all be refuted in old interviews that Kim had where she was saying, I'm writing a book.
Kim was I don't know. Last thing they want is some random author spilling tea and twisting the narrative about their mom.
I get it.
I mean, I get it. When it comes to family, you gotta guard what's yours. But for my mom, I'd be doing the same thing. But still.
But my thing is,
I don't know.
I think it's just weird.
Tell all books.
Maybe this is my opinion.
Why
y'all don't have the same energy for seeking justice for your mom?
Because I ain't gonna say that. Never mind.
That's a conversation y'all ain't ready to have yet.
I mean, tell all books, they can be tricky. Sometimes they're all about clout and cash, not about honoring the people they lost.
Listen, I know that diary is somewhere in existence, and I know she was unalived for it, in my opinion. So, listen. Let's see.
Oh, shout outs to Janae Aiko and Oren as they wish their daughter Nami a happy 16th birthday.
Okay, I know that's right.
What else? You talked about Jay Leno and that thing on his face. Let's see. Nothing else really. Oh, did we talk about Waka Flocka?
No, I don't think so.
All right, do you want to? Because he had the audacity to speak out against the community after his shows got canceled in DC. Do you hear about that?
Oh, he mad.
I mean, you want to ride with Trump and then act surprised when everybody turn their back on you?
No, that's what he did.
I mean, it's right there. He was out there supporting a dude who's been known for stirring up division. Disrespecting our people. You out there waving mega flags and then expecting folks to show up at your show like, hey girl, we're here, let's turn up. Like, no, canceled. I don't understand what was the plan. Oh my god. Meanwhile, black women out here get to wear shirts talking about 92% of us have the right idea. 92% of us. Meanwhile, I gotta hold my head down because goddamn 22% of my gender is doing shit like Waka Flocka. I don't care about nothing else. That just pissed me off. Let's just move on to the next topic or next goddamn segment.
Wait. I had one more. We can't end on a bad note. Let's end on Black love with congratulations to Megan Good and Jonathan Majors, who just revealed their engagement.
Jonathan Majors,
Is anybody surprised by this?
Now you said end on a positive note. You said Jonathan Majors? Girl, what? Turn this off.
Hold on, let's talk about this. What fuck shit did he do? Because I don't understand the hate. He's on camera running away from that white girl. He didn't beat her. He tried to get away from her.
Are you sure?
I seen it. You can hear it. We can review the tape.
We will. Actually, let's save that for later. Let's put a bookmark right here because I want to be able to pull up the information and not just wing it on why all the reasons that I don't like Jonathan Majors. Actually, we'll discuss that on next week's show. You got anything else for this segment?
No, that's it. We don't really care about anything else. Next.
All right. The Cassidy. We'll be right back.
Right now, it's a lot of forces working real hard to divide us, man. From blaming immigrants to blaming Latinos to blaming black people. It's a whole bunch of blame being pointed out different ways. But I think we should never lose sight of the plot. We got to make sure that we keep these young folks engaged in the political process and making sure they show up and show out. Because guess what? We should already be thinking about 2028. And don't forget about the midterms in 2026 either. The young voting bloc in this country is still the largest, most diverse voting bloc. I'm talking about the 18 to 35 range. You feel me? The most diverse. And actually is 1/5 of the electorate. 1/5. We can't let this disengage us. We can't be stuck in a space where this leaves us being discouraged. You feel me? We got to be able to put them shoes on and keep on fighting and keep on rumbling because, hey, man, as long as we alive, this is going to be the fight we have to do. With that being said, if you're still looking to stay engaged with what's happening politically, with different issues, with different policies, with the politicians, stay tapped in with Next Gen. They'll make sure us young voters, we stay engaged in what's happening. Because they know the resilience of us young folks is what's going to change this country. And they also acknowledge the record high voter turnout from us young people, 18 and 35.
Marcus has your glimpse into a world without seasoning.
All right, blacks, we're back. So I wanted to talk about a comment that I read earlier today that said, Trump about to send this bitch into the Great Depression and I can't wait. I pray y'all get what y'all voted for. Black people, we are on the sidelines. Laughing emoji. And it kind of got me to thinking. And while I kind of have that same sentiment that it's like, y'all get what you vote for. And, we're seeing all of these people, fearing for their lives, their livelihood, not really knowing what tomorrow is going to look like for themselves. And we see these narratives playing out. And us as a lot of us as black people have kind of taken this back seat to this idea of, well, it ain't me. I ain't vote for that shit. So, you just going to sit there and deal with it. When the actual idea, like what's going on, even though we didn't vote for it, we're still the target. And a lot of y'all have to understand that. It kind of made me think about DEI and how there's like a war on DEI, how there's a war on inclusivity and equality, and just making sure that everybody has everything, just the essentials that they need. We're not trying to overtake. We're not trying to take more than what we need. We just want the very bare minimum.
Right.
And a lot of people don't realize that everything that's happening now is a war on that. The Trump train, everybody that's like in it illustrates white fear. Let's break it down. White fear and greed. It's been a major player in folks rallying behind Donald Trump. It's like a bad reality show where the rich just keep picking each other instead of choosing people based on real talent. Look at cabinet picks. Many of them are just rich folks with connections. That's all. Not exactly the best, not exactly the brightest. It's like they're more interested in keeping their power than actually doing the right job. And even when you talk about, let's talk about your girl. What's her name? That white girl that sings. Something Run Fast. Taylor Swift. That's her. Don't get me wrong. Like, she's got some bops, but we can barely remember her song lyrics. Like, she's everywhere. Like that auntie who shows up uninvited at the cookout. How does this happen? It's all about marketability and real art over actual real artistry. She's a prime example of how the industry just pushes people who fit the mold instead of those who actually bring something to the table. At the end of the day, this is a wake-up call for us. We need to be asking ourselves who we're lifting up and why. The time to move away from the fear and the greed that keeps us stuck and start celebrating the real talent and the diverse voices that make our community shine. Like right now, we are under attack and we have to rise up. We do. That's it. That's all. Second half of the show. We shall be right back.
There is no plan to jump Trump supporters, but what if I said that I wish there was? If not all of you, then certainly the most emboldened ones. Now, I'm not saying that, but what if I was? Would that be savage? Would it be violent? Uncivilized? Because you know what I find violent and uncivilized? Electing a white nationalist as president. I would argue that the entire U.S. government is stained with violence, and nobody embodies that more than Donald Trump. This is someone who uses hate speech, who openly incites violence every chance he gets. Something that culminated in an insurrection where people died. This is the same man who once said that we need, quote, one really violent, rough day of police retaliation to reduce crime. Does that sound familiar? I'm sure it does. It's the plot of the fucking purge. This is the same man who vowed to seek vengeance towards his political opponents down to withholding disaster aid from non-compliant states. That ain't violent? As a base, Trump supporters are so collectively violent that regardless of the election results, there were fears over how you motherfuckers would react. Had Kamala won, there were fears of a civil war, which really just means y'all raining terror on marginalized communities. Now that she's lost, people are bracing for what the environment will be after Donald Trump is sworn in. And let's be clear, there is no far left in this country. Y'all made that shit up, but I'm of the opinion that there should be. This is not a call for political violence from the left. It really couldn't be. We don't have the freedom, especially as Black and brown people, the freedom that allows white supremacists to roam the streets in red states. Untouched, by the way. But it is me expressing that I'm tired of this spineless ass high road shit that Democrats take in the face of very clear violence from not only Donald Trump, but the people that support him and the system that allows for a politician like him to exist in the first fucking place. So instead of using the same tactics that got Rosewood burnt down, you know, those white woman tears, how about y'all be glad that you aren't getting your asses whooped? Have a nice day.
Take us to work. Take us on the go. Take us wherever you go. WRTR, Real Talk Radio.
Inside the second half of the show here on WRTR, Real Talk Radio. Mr. Lyric, we got a letter. It says, shout outs to WRTR Real Talk Radio. Hey, y'all. Just wanted to drop a note and say how much I love your podcast. The energy you all bring is unmatched, and I feel like I'm just chilling with friends every time I tune in.
Yay.
One of my favorite moments has to be when you guys went off on the hilarious rant about the wildest things you've seen in public. I was cracking up and couldn't help but think about all the crazy stuff we all experience. Y'all know how to keep us real and keep us laughing. I've got a couple of fun questions for you. First off, what's the most unexpected moment you've had while recording? Has anything ever gone totally off the rails? And secondly, if you could have anyone as a guest on your show, living or dead, who would it be and why? Keep doing what you do best. You bring in nice things. Peace and positivity, Paula. And she says, I'm from Houston.
Oh, hey, H-Town representing. I love
building.
The funniest, the wildest thing.
It says the most unexpected moment you've had while recording.
Like as far as this platform now that we use, or just in general? Because the one that I would have to say for me is when we were still going to the studio, and I think I was reading a news to make you nauseous thing. And it was, yes, it was a news to make you nauseous. Somebody was touching on a mentally challenged person or something. And Marcus decides to start talking.
Oh no!
A challenged person. Wow, I'm sitting here trying to read the story, and at first I didn't catch on until I paused, and then he said something else, and this is all on film too, by the way. Like,
not anymore. It's not. I hit the nuke on all joints. We are about peace and positivity.
I think that
now.
was the most unexpected and the wildest and the funniest thing, because I could not stop laughing. I had to get myself together. It took a good 10 minutes to like regroup and get myself together to do the rest of that show. Because I was like, I cannot believe this.
That was a lot of years ago, and a lot of
it was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. But that's my moment.
Don't do that fuck shit in my 40s.
I could not stop laughing. But we're mature now, so
we are. We grew up, but we kind of don't sometimes. It's fine. It's fine. Most unexpected.
About it. Oh my god! Stop.
The most unexpected moment that I've had while recording. Back in our VPS days. Back when we were on radio VPS.
Yes,
and I was overworked and fell asleep like mid-sentence.
Oh yes, you did.
Like on a live TV show.
You totally did. Oh my gosh, that was crazy.
I did. I'm so glad I quit that job.
We was like, me and Tigger Man was looking at each other like, what do we do? The show must go on.
It must. I mean, shit. I had a senior moment in my 30s. Stressful. Kill you. It's been 12 years. I mean, what the hell? Let's see. And secondly, if you could have anyone as a guest on your show, living or dead, who would it be? And what are you laughing at? What story are you about to recount?
I'm trying to think. Like, as far as guests,
I would want Beyonce.
Beyonce?
Yeah. I want to sit down and talk to sis and just be like, sis, take me through a day in your life. Like, that's what I want to answer. Like, I want to know what her busiest days look like, because then that will help me gauge how hard I need to work.
I wouldn't say Beyonce. I want to talk to her sister.
Solange, why?
I want to know what the fuck happened in that
elevator. You see
what made you go ham, egg, and cheese on that nigga in the elevator.
She ain't gonna tell you on this podcast. She ain't gonna tell you on this podcast.
The way sis attacked that man, I was like, oh wow. Oh wow.
Wow.
And then I'll never forget the iconic face that Beyonce was made when she just stepped to the side and was like,
got nothing to do with me. So I'll step around.
Don't step on my dress.
Excuse me.
When I say iconic.
Listen.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Paula, H-Town, thank you so much for that letter. That was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah, we've had some moments, some unexpected moments while recording. How long we've been doing this show, and just the stories that we have, the stories that nobody will ever know about, the stories of
heavy on that part.
Oh my God, it's just so much. Anybody for Wi-Fi's?
I know a finesse when I see one. I've been around penny hustling my whole life where you got to rob Peter to pay Paul to make ends meet. And listen, man, I know when you trying to get over and you finessing, so peep game. As Americans, how do we live the shortest lives and have the most avoidable deaths, but the country spends more money on healthcare than any other high-income country? Oh yeah, research study has shown that Americans are sicker, we die younger, and a struggle to afford essential care. This is all compared to our compadres, you feel me? All the people our countries, that is very similar to our income. No, studies really show that the United States lags its international peers considerably on healthcare system performance. Which again begs the question, how we spending the most money on healthcare, but we doing the worst? Somebody finessing, somebody robbing Peter to pay Paul, and I think I got this little illustration right here. Maybe that's able to tell us what's going on. But speaking of illustrations, here go the study right here that can give us more insight and illustration on this little failing system of our healthcare system in the U.S., especially when you're comparing it to the performance of 10 other countries. Located in the key findings area, let's read these sentences together, right? Although differences in overall performance between most countries are relatively small, the only clear outlier is that the United States, where healthcare system performance is dramatically lower, but we spending the most money. In the conclusion on that same study, the U.S. continues to be in a class by itself in the underperformance of its healthcare sector. While the other 9 countries differ in details of their systems and their domain performances, unlike the U.S., they all have found a way to meet their residents' most basic healthcare needs, including universal coverage. Which takes me back to the finesse of robbing Peter to pay Paul. We got to get the leaders and legislators in this country right here to pay more attention to what them other people doing in their countries, because hey, they folks living a little longer, and we got to start by getting all the corporations out of our healthcare system, because they the ones that's finessing and getting profits at the expense of the people. Education is elevation.
Why do you have roaches?
The Why File.
Why do my children hate me?
On WRTR Real Talk Radio.
Why did my vagina burn?
The truth is out there.
Explaining the unexplained. We're answering why to the questions you want to know. We're on social media at Facebook at WRTR Real Talk Radio. Also on Instagram at the same name. This is the Why Files. Remember, the truth is out there.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
What you got, Miss Lyric?
Let's see what I got.
Why letter?
All right. Let's see. Say what, Boston?
Say what?
You said say what?
Oh. Damn, I'm tripping.
You pulled the ticket, man.
I sure did. See, he threw me off. The most wildest shit that goes on is this shit right here. I took the whole segment and said, fuck that segment.
Yep. Oh.
Start over.
All right.
Why that person asks us all them wild questions for?
Oh. You talking about Paula?
Yeah, Paula.
I appreciate the listener. I know, right? I appreciate the listener letters, though.
I do. I'm
yeah.
just joking, Paula. We like it. No,
y'all
but
keep
for
us
real, my why
right.
comes from me. And why do schools be planning all these fucking activities for these kids after hours, not knowing what the parents got to do in the evening?
Oh, Lord. Like what?
Y'all got school buses and stuff for everything else, but these after school activities.
They don't have after school buses no more?
No.
I was forever after school because, okay, while I didn't do the sports, I was in every goddamn club. So, like, you know, especially the after school joints, like there are times that I would skip school and then go to the after school club. So, I don't know. Wow. What does it look like as a parent now? Like, how do you manage that?
As best as I can.
Jesus Christ.
Honestly.
Wow.
Why? Because the truth is out there.
This one is from Stefan from DC. He sent a why letter, actually. He said, I've been thinking about something that really grinds my gears in the Black community. Why do we sometimes feel the need to tear each other down instead of lifting each other up? It's frustrating to see so many talented individuals not getting the support they deserve, whether it's in music, business, or just everyday life. He actually wrote a longer letter, but that's the gist of it. So, to you, Stefan, I will say, crabs in a barrel syndrome. I mean,
absolutely.
It's a lot of that. Tearing people down is unfortunately what we're taught a lot in our communities. Just from the stuff that we glorify to just our everyday practices. And a lot of us, as you I don't know if you're in therapy or if you are considering it, but one of the things that helps me, or one of the things that's been beneficial in therapy as I peel back the layers, is dissecting certain things and parts of childhood that I thought were normal and that were normalized. And this is just a blanket statement for everybody. There's a lot of things that we went through as children that we just normalized or swept under the rug and been like, it is what it is. And we've taken that with us into our adulthood. So now you got a whole bunch of grown ass kids out here trying to run the world.
Yep.
And it shows. So while we tear each other down, usually that answer is individual, but you could be the change you want to see also.
Absolutely, you sure can.
That's always an option. It's right there. So I try to be a better person every single day. I encourage you to do the same. Thanks for listening. And that wraps it up for this week's Wild Files. You know the socials. We'll be back with news to make you nauseous. We're running through this show today. All right.
So I just saw a white lady, a mega mom, complain to the school board why her white daughter can't call the black kids the N-word. So you trying to go there now, huh? Go ahead, try it. Go on people's faces and call them the N-word and see who gets slapped and knocked out. Y'all won the election, but y'all ain't never finna start calling us the N-word. But this white lady is in front of the school board. She got the nerve to complain about her white daughter is not allowed to call the black kids the N-word. I don't know what got into y'all white people, but that shit ain't gonna never happen. It's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers in a coma if you think that's gonna work. So please, just enjoy y'all fucking victory and live these last 4 years in joy. But the disrespect for us, it will not continue. And y'all ain't never finna call us the N-word, especially not in our face. So try it if you want to. Try it if you fucking want to.
And now,
Say what?
news to make you nauseous on WRTR Real Talk Radio. Let's go.
Why are you falling out? I can't even start this segment. Why are you falling out?
Oh my gosh. I'm ready.
All right. These are some of the stories you might not read about the New York Times, the Washington Post, or the Wall Street Journal. It's news to make you nauseous.
I'll go.
Is this nauseating? Or are you about to fall out?
Oh, no. No. This is really fucked up, though.
Oh, God.
Say what, Boston?
Say what?
A 73-year-old woman, now identified as Geraldine Brady McGinnis, suffered a ferocious pit bull attack in her own home.
No!
Though her husband tried to intervene, the animal attacked him and ultimately killed its owner. At around 4:30 p.m., Brady McGinnis suffered severe injuries inflicted by her pit bull. 2 police officers responded to the dog's dangerous behavior in Roxbury. However, during the attack, the cops and Geraldine's husband were badly wounded inside the couple's Massachusetts home. Boston Animal Control claimed that the authorities shot at the animal to contain it. That was when it finally stopped biting and attacking. At this time, 4 people had already been injured, with Brady McGinnis having the most injuries. Once they were able to calm the situation, the 73-year-old, alongside of the 3 others, were rushed to the hospital. However, the dog owner died during surgery, while her husband is still recovering.
Oh my
Jean
God.
McGuire, a civil rights official and a friend to the deceased, claimed that her arms were ripped apart.
Oh my God.
Per WBZ News, the friend maintained that Brady McGinnis was close to her pit bull and other pets. As for the family, they hope to remember her as a woman with a gold heart. Her 3 children confirmed that she was as caring as any parent could be. They described her as the heart and soul of the family, adding that she took care of everyone. According to Boston 5, the police removed 3 other dogs from the Massachusetts home. Amid the grief, neighbors revealed that they feared the animals in the home.
Wow.
Yep.
That is heartbreaking. Oh my God.
Right before Thanksgiving, too.
She was Thanksgiving.
The matriarch.
Oh
That's
my God.
wild.
That is. Wow.
That's why I don't like them dogs. I don't care what nobody say. Oh, it's the owner. It's how they raise them. Well, clearly that's not. Because, this happened.
This is a pit bull?
Yep. I do not like them dogs.
Wow.
Mm-mm.
I mean, whew,
people talking about, oh, he doesn't bite. That motherfucker got teeth, don't he? Oh, okay. He bites something. He eat, don't he?
73? Wow.
Yep. Her arms were ripped apart. Please. I will never own one.
My God.
Sad.
All right. Say what, Glen Burnie?
Say what?
So, this past weekend in Glen Burnie, Maryland, a heartbreaking hit and run took the life of a 35-year-old man. Okay, so the incident went down around like 9:30 when he was struck on Ritchie Highway, and sadly, the driver just took off, leaving the person to fight for their life. Police are now pleading for anyone with information to step up because this kind of violence is not just tragic, it's infuriating to me. Now, it's nauseating even more to think that somebody could care so little for another human being that they'd hit and run. Like you hit somebody with your car.
That's crazy.
And you did not stop. Like, even if it were an accident, even if, like there's a number of things that can happen. But to inflict harm on someone or to inflict like damage on them to that capacity at night on a highway where literally it's already dark. It get dark at 3 p.m. now.
It sure do.
So, I mean, for it to be 9:30, you hit somebody and just leave. What is going on?
People are cruel.
I read it and I thought about it. I was just like, this is just more just of a reminder of how hateful that this world is and how hateful everything is that's going down. And I don't know, it's heartbreaking in some ways, but
it really is.
Anyways, you got anything else?
I don't have it pulled up, but what about that doctor who was under fire for like skeeting on his employees? Did you hear about that?
What I've heard. Okay, so I heard about this, but I think I mixed it up with the story about the pastor that did the same thing. His skeet juice bring you to heaven or some shit. I don't know. No. Yeah, like you got pastors that do that, talking about, oh well, you need to be blessed and the Lord milk runs through my organs.
Crazy.
Yeah, so it's a whole lot of nauseating shit. You know what? We should probably do this segment at some point. Let's replace it with something else. Awful. I'll be reading these stories. Sometimes I'll be.
But it's real life because this is why I can appreciate us.
No, but you know what? When we came up with this 12 years ago, it was on brand a little bit more because I could break out into inappropriate voice and make inappropriate jokes because we were in that space. It was age appropriate for us to be a little bit more immature. But now, just looking at this segment, I'll be like, ugh, like what the hell? What can I make funny about this? I can't.
It's not even it's not even funny. My thing is, I like this segment because it's life. Whether we change the name or not, these type of stories are still going to happen, and not everybody is aware of like the fuckery that be going on. And I like the fact that we are the ones to bring it to them because some people don't know. I found it.
Did you find
it? I found it. This could be the last one.
Okay,
say what, Arkansas?
Say what?
Of course it's Arkansas. Okay, that's all you need to say. We can end the segment right there.
A doctor in Northeast Arkansas is in trouble after being extremely inappropriate at his medical practice. As a result of him walking around nude and performing sexual acts, his license was suspended.
I would think so.
According to K8 News.
You walking around the office naked?
No,
what?
First of all, video. I can't with the video.
There's a video. Send it to me. Oh my God.
Someone sent footage of Dr. David Define to the medical board.
Define? Define? This just keeps getting better. Keep on.
The footage, though from 2019, shows Dr. Define walking in and out of patient rooms, through hallways, and around his employees.
Just ass out.
At one point, he walks into an office with 3 women and performs a sexual act on one, later ejaculating on her. To make matters worse, this was all during business hours.
Oh, not between the hours of 9 and 5. Not the fact that he sexually assaulted her, but he did it between 9 and 5. How dare you? 9 and 5, baby. Just walking around the office with your booty out like Mike Tyson. Sure.
Kicking balls, just swinging.
Just swinging. Work.
The anonymous individual says that Dr. Define used his position of power, sexual grooming, salary increases to groom employees and patients into repulsive sexual acts. Wait a minute, patients?
Patients? Who was going to Dr. Define to see some naked? You was going to your naked position? What?
Why were you still attending?
What?
Why would you keep that appointment if you know he walking around just balls out and you might cheat on you? Like, why would you?
Oh, wow.
I'm not victim blaming. I'm just asking.
Right.
I seriously want to know. Why did you keep your appointment?
He come to you with the stethoscope and then his nutsack rest on your kneecap.
I don't understand. I really want to know. I really
This is awful. I do want to see the video though.
I'm sending it to you.
Okay.
Shockingly, this isn't his first time encountering trouble. In January, someone went to the board about Define posting nudes on his social media. In response, he said he is promoting body positivity and he is a naturalist. We do not shame, sexualize, fear, or negatively stigmatize the naked body, he said to the board. And he was also investigated for illegally distributing pain medication in 2017 and 2011.
Wow. Okay, so how was this practice open this long and nobody questioned? Like, how did this go on for all of this time and nobody was like, hey sis, so why your doctor naked? Like, nobody asked the question. Nobody.
I don't understand.
I don't want to. Oh, you just sent me the video.
I sure did.
Pull this bullshit up now.
This video was taken in 2019 at Define Family Practice in Blytheville. In it, Dr. David Define can be seen naked, including in the hallway between patient rooms.
Oh my God.
Sent in shows him in the receptionist area walking around 3 women and performing a sex act directly in front of one of the women. The clip is him ejaculating on her. According to the documents,
skeet, mother. Skeet, yeah. He took from the windows to the walls. A bit serious.
Hold on, and sweat dropped all down his balls. And they are just sitting there in the office like, just another day in the office. Like, he didn't walk by, knock somebody's coffee cup off their table with his dick. Turn this off.
And then bribed them with raises. That's wild. Bribed them with raises.
Raises. Oh, the word porn pawns. If you want these and more nauseating news stories, make sure you follow us at our social medias, WRTR Radio. I'm at MarcusSmot. That is Marcus Smooth.
And I'm at Look Bravado on Facebook and on Instagram and on TikTok.
But if you
Because
send her a DM,
Twitter
she's going to
is
cut your eyes out.
/X. It's done. Finito. Bye-bye.
Yep.
See you
So
later.
did I. Yeah, I killed
Peace.
all of them. We
It's
killed
my
them.
ass because I don't use that one anymore.
All right, up next on Real Talk. What has gradually disappeared over the last 20 years without people really noticing? We'll be right back.
If a black person can say the word, a white person can say the word. If a black person can do this, a white person can.
If a white person can curse out a cop and not get killed for it, a black person should be able to curse out a cop and not get killed for it. If a white mass shooter can walk into a church and blow away innocent people and get Burger King afterward, then a black person should be able to get pulled over for a traffic violation and not get killed. If white people can storm the Capitol and smear feces all over it because their president didn't win an election, then black people should be able to burn down anything that we want to, riot and loot in the streets all day for all of the killing that y'all do to us on a regular basis in this country. If a white person can build their whole career off of black talent and what black people have done that they had nothing to do with creating but merely imitated, then a black person should be able to get paid to sit on this app and do nothing. And P.S., we know y'all say the N-word. You're not asking our permission. You just want to be able to say it without getting fucked up for doing it.
Keeping it 100. It's Real Talk. On WRTR, Real Talk Radio. We keep it real.
We back, blacks, inside another edition of Real Talk here on WRTR. So I decided to switch it up. Let's have some fun this week. We had some fun with you guys online. I asked a question. I said, what has gradually disappeared over the last 20 years without people really noticing? And you all were very kind in your responses. Lyric, you want to give yours first?
I said morals and integrity because
Why do you say
y'all trifling out here in these streets. For real.
And Glen Burnie, you are. I'll tell you that.
Huh?
Hello. Car.
Hello.
Let's see. It says verbal communication.
Mm-hmm.
Angela Montgomery said CD players and family dinner time. CD players. They are. People don't have CD players anymore there.
No, we streaming. Fuck, we need a CD player for.
But I'm saying, you don't have your Bluetooth no more? I'm sorry, your Bluetooth, your Blu-rays?
No, I don't even watch DVDs. Like, at this point, it's there for decoration if I do have one. Like, nobody got time for that. Let me find my little site that I be watching. Never mind, because... No.
Then I'm old. I'm old at this point because I still have
DVDs
and stuff. I still have like box sets of DVDs of old shows and stuff that I want. I don't know, baby.
I mean, my mom and them do too. Like the movies that we actually shoot.
Ooh.
I can't even say.
Just say that.
VHS tapes they still got. We ain't watching them though. They there for decoration.
Really are.
Ask Alexa, like, hey, can you play this? You know what I'm saying? No.
Anthony Higgins says families. Let's see. Chanel Jones says humanity. Mark James echoes humanity and says common sense. A lot of y'all say common sense.
That's a damn true statement there.
But was it ever? I mean, did it disappear, or
I think
was
a lot
it
more
really
people
common?
did have common sense back then than they do now.
Okay, that was not my experience. Okay. Enoch Rose says phone books and phone booths. I think those were dwindling long before I really got pubic hair, to be honest with you. So. He says hard copy media, movies, music, books. We just talked about that a little bit. Leroy Bugg says genuine good people. Now that one resonates. Also family gatherings and family in general.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, a lot of people. What you got?
Darren Anderson says the beauty of writing in cursive, which is so true, because a lot of schools don't even teach that anymore.
I was so shocked to hear that.
Online.
I was shocked to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
So people really don't they don't teach it at all. So if I wrote in cursive, like Gen Z would be like,
what the fuck is that?
Oh,
where's the emojis? They would have no clue of what it is.
Wait, so how are y'all signing checks? They don't use checks.
Who signs checks? A lot of people don't even do checks no more.
Okay, how are you signing your paperwork? Because people still have to sign paperwork. It's like you're still buying cars.
To me, I feel like that's even going to get phased out, because a lot of doctors' offices, they have tablets now where you could just do your finger like that and that's your signature. Like, honestly.
We on a reset, and watch, technology is going to drop and ain't nobody going to know what to do. Mm-hmm. Something going to happen with technology. They already talk about aliens coming. Them bitches going to show up, burn our eyebrows out or something, and fuck us up. And we going to be right back to rubbing sticks together. Anyways.
I had one for me that I did not write, but I will say here now. Sure. Everybody did say family gatherings, this, that, and the third, but I would say family traditions. A lot of people are not holding their family traditions as high on the pedestal as they used to. And I think that's sad.
And you know what? That is the perfect segue into my answer. And I said people's sense of self. And I think it ties into what you're saying, because where you say like family and, morals and things of that nature, a lot of times people's sense of self, I've noticed over the years, people don't really know who they are. And it's like this world forces you, or tries to force you, to be a certain way, to serve a certain purpose, to do what they want you to do. And us as humans, we're not meant to serve somebody else's purpose.
Right.
We never were. We're creative beings. We're beings that go out here and we think outside the box. We create, we make things. We're not meant to be forced into all of these, I guess, boxes we are. And it makes people's sense of self go away. Think about all the times that you grew up and you wanted to try something, or you wanted to do something. You were told either you couldn't or you shouldn't as a result. I ain't talking about nothing dangerous, but I'm just talking about just things, expressive. You can't be too expressive. You can't be too this. You can't be too that. And a lot of you fuck your kids up when y'all are out here trying to force it. Because let's be honest, a lot of parents, when they go out here and they start families, if their kids aren't spitting images of themselves, they tend to wig a little bit. They wild out. They do. And this they try to force them into certain personas. They try to make them be the person that they think that they want to be, instead of actually celebrating and letting them be and develop who they are. So a lot of us don't get there until we're adults.
Yeah.
And it stifles your sense of self. It really does. You don't know who you are until you're actually able to disconnect. How many times have you seen people talk about how they had to move away in order to find themselves?
A lot.
And that is because you have to disconnect from what you're told to be, or what you're expected to be, to actually become who it is that you really are sometimes. And that's not for everybody. But the sense of self is a lot. If you look at what's going on out here in this world, that's what it is. A large part.
I agree with that. Just like a lot of people who were sheltered. I wouldn't say that I was sheltered, but there were definitely moments where I felt like I should have been able to go and do certain things. I was a great student, great kid, did what I was told. You know what I'm saying? And it was more so like, oh, we trust you, but we don't trust those people. Well, I need to learn and grow and be able to do stuff. So a lot of people who have been sheltered all their life and not able to do certain things, by the time they get out of the house, they wild out and make all types of wild decisions and be impulsive and stuff like that. So yeah, I definitely can agree with you on that.
Well, let's see. Let's read a few more and then we can wrap it up. Let's see. Like I said, a lot of people said common sense. Trent Hunter. Yep.
That's what Lori said.
Ooh. Is it human connection?
Human connection.
Well, it depends. Because, doctor or whoever is out here connecting the human. Never mind.
Spreading his human.
I'm just saying. Out of place.
Human speed on people.
Trent Hunter says young people's work ethic. Y'all gonna stop shitting on all the young people.
I have to disagree.
And so do I, because I think these young people, I think they have it a lot more together than we did. I can
First
speak
of all,
at least to myself.
Let me just say this. I have not seen it. I have not seen the influx of self-made lash technicians, girls that do hair, wigs, have their own businesses, nail. Like these young people are out here getting to the bag.
They really
I
are.
don't know what y'all are talking about. I'm talking about the vast majority of young people are getting to the bag. There's a lot of young self-made millionaires out now.
They really are
getting into tech and all sorts of things. So we can't say that. Speak for those hoodlums that you're around.
Yeah, that must be a personal thing. Joshua Price says democracy. We talk about that weekly. Menu Cook says privacy, morals, family units, real friendships. Oh, the list can go on. Sound like you need better people around you.
Rashawn Robinson says chivalry.
Ooh,
that's a good one.
Yeah, that shit was in danger before 20 years ago. If it's extinct now, it makes sense. But anyway, let's see. Angela Montgomery, letter writing / sending cards.
That's a good one.
That is.
My mom used to write those Christmas cards and used to make us do thank you cards for when we had like birthdays and people send us stuff. She used to literally sit us down. Okay, so and so sent you this. Send them a thank you card, and people don't do that shit no more.
They really, you know what I've seen, if you really look at the decline, it started with, so it was cards, and then the internet came around, so then everybody in the early 2000s would always send you those e-cards. You remember that shit? And then like you'd be in your office, and then you get like this little glitter ass emoji shit looking like, what was it? What was that damn website? Come on, Black Planet. You remember them black looking like a little Black Planet?
Please don't bring up Black Planet to me. Bad memories. Okay.
Why? What's bad about Black Planet?
I don't want to talk about it.
Really? I had a good experience on Black Planet. Oh my god. Make sure you sign my G. Make sure you lick my G spot on your way out. With the little glittery tongue, you nasty bitches.
I was more of a MySpace girl. I liked MySpace.
Oh, you and Tom. That's so cute.
No, I kicked Tom out of my shit as soon as I got me an account. I'm like, who is this? I don't even know this motherfucker. Click. Nope. I came across
a recent article about Tom talking about how he's a he was a millionaire and this, that, and the third because he was smart, sold his stuff, and now he I don't know, grows plants or some shit. I don't know, grows plants or some shit. I don't know, something very, very basic that I can't remember because I don't have the story right in front of me. But
I got one.
What you got?
I'm so sorry if I say this name wrong. Vinoy Brown.
Okay.
Concern for others, dignity, and self-respect.
Wow, that's true. Now, because people will see some fuck shit happening and they don't even stop it anymore. Now people immediately reach their phone and record that shit.
Yeah.
Like you see people getting beat down. You see people getting hit by cars on like people falling on the subway platform, and people will pull out their phones before they extend their arm to help that person out of the goddamn or off the subway train tracks. Like, what are you doing?
It's ridiculous.
Quentin Christian says our voting rights. Duh. Aztec Daddy says butterflies and frogs. Huh? Have butterflies disappeared?
I just seen a butterfly the other day.
Did you?
A real pretty one too. So I can't say I agree with that.
Neither can
But frogs, I don't really fuck with frogs, man. I did see a frog in real life. Like, that was a couple years ago. That had to be at least like 6-7 years ago. I saw a frog in real life, like where I live. Damn, are frogs disappearing?
I don't think so. I just think them niggas be staying in the swamp and stuff because they
ain't got their legs.
Yeah.
That's why they stay away. Like, bitch, you're not gonna eat my legs. I need these legs. Fuck out of here.
The frogs have figured out that y'all are stranger danger.
They've evolved.
They have. The frogs are like, oh, leave me out of it. We're good.
Y'all got enough problems.
Ribbit, bitch. Get out of my way. Wrapping this thing up, Miss Lyric. Got anything else you want to talk about?
Let's see. What did Nene Leak say? Did she say this?
Which thing? I think it's bad.
Keep your legs closed to married men. Oh, that's all I have to say.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That wraps it up this week here on WRTR Real Talk Radio.
Bye.
Bye. WRTR Real Talk Radio.
This week's show features talents from TikTok creators Care Bear Nation 143, J Paul 1978, The Conscious Lee, Chris the Author, Jazzy Duran 100, He.Cold 3, using our platform to amplify your voices.